What up guys, Spyro here! Before we start the video, I just want to let you know how you can help JT Anime's channel grow by going to check out their merch store on Etsy. You can help support the channel by purchasing merchandise like It's Bringing You All That Nerdy Goodness t-shirt, multiple variants coming soon. And just to remind you, new merchandise will be added regularly and all confirmed purchases get a special shout out in future videos. You can also support them at their Buy Me a Coffee page where they'll soon be offering membership exclusive content such as new videos and more of their original and upcoming content like JT Anime and Nerd's new Pendragon Knights of the Round, one of many stories in JT Anime's new superhero universe. Finally, be sure to check out their Amazon affiliate links in the description and pinned comment below. You can not only find incredible products, but also help them toward our goal of turning this YouTube channel into a full-time gig, so they can provide you with higher quality content. So be sure to Hulk smash that subscribe button for more content. JT Anime and Nerd, bring you all that nerdy goodness. Enjoy the video. The story begins years ago in the Dragon Realms. A young pink dragon named Ignis looks solemnly forward as an elderly pink dragon looks on at her while surrounded by other pink dragons. Ignis, as a member of the spirit dragon's pure bloodline, the time has come for you to inherit your spirit gem. Are you ready to inherit this sacred responsibility? Ignis nods her head, signifying that she was ready. The elder pink dragon then places a small heart-shaped spirit gem necklace around Ignis's neck. Ignis raises her head, showing the necklace off. It is done. From this day forth, you shall adhere to the sacred duty, for you are now the inheritor, in the name of the spirit dragon. In the name of the spirit dragon. Many years later, within the Artisan Kingdom, Ignis stands before her peers once again. An expression of determination is etched across her face. After everything we've done for you, you would dare make a green dragon your mate? You would betray our most sacred of traditions. For what? Love, Elmira. Love is what I choose, and I do not regret it. Just as I feared, you have no control over your air rays. I respect my daughter's decision. You will not sway me so. We are at the cusp of the war against the Nox, and you, the inheritor, who is meant to symbolize the spirit dragon's power, taint the pure bloodline by birthing a hybrid egg. Have you no sense? No thought to the consequences of your actions? How they affect everyone? I know very well what was to come from being the mother of a hybrid child. As for how it affects everyone else, that's yours and their problem alone. My duty now is to my child. You. Were you not the last of the pure bloodline, I would never let you see that child again. Nevertheless, the scorn you and your spawn shall face is punishment enough. I hope you're happy, Ignis, for your daughter will never be the inheritor, and you have doomed the spirit dragon's bloodline to oblivion. You can twist it however you like, Elmira. Ignis then walks out of the chamber, her mother Reyes following behind. We all know your prejudice has nothing to do with the spirit dragon's legacy. Back out in the hallways of Artisan Castle, Ignis and Reyes are walking down on it together. As the two continue walking down the hallway, passing dragons look upon Ignis in scorn, letting their disappointed expressions do the talking. Reyes takes notice, saddened for her daughter. You needn't hesitate, Mother. I know you're ashamed of me. Now, you just hold your tongue. I may have valued my role as the inheritor once upon a time, but the moment you came into my life, I found something greater to cherish than having the blood of a dragon who can affect the spirits of dragons. You did the right thing in there. If I'm being honest, I'm glad he's not here to be reprimanded by everyone. I'm cruel for thinking that, aren't I? I admit, it's not completely unnatural. I couldn't imagine how you'd handle him taking the ridicule. He's a strong dragon. Knowing him, his pride would say he could take it. Ignis, have you not considered that he's alive, Mother? I have to believe he's alive. Not just for me, but our baby. How cruel must our society be to force hybrid eggs to nesting grounds at the edge of the Dark Hollow? Me and Astra did everything we could, but we were outvoted. We can only hope that the generation after the war will know better. Honestly, Ignis, why go back onto the battlefield at all? You have a child awaiting you. As the inheritor, I'm still a symbol, a tainted one, but a symbol nonetheless. I, Pyrrhus, and Flare are the only things standing between us and annihilation at the hands of the Norks. This isn't about being a symbol. If it was, it would have been a very different conversation in that chamber. What is it you're not telling me? Ignis hesitates for a moment. Never mind. I just don't want your scars to be as deep as mine. Mother, you didn't have a choice. We all have a choice, Ignis. I could have chosen to retreat instead of sacrificing lives to attack that stronghold. I knew it was against my better judgment, but I still gave the order. Many of those Nork soldiers were drafted, Ignis. Believe me, this war was never worth the sacrifice. Just then, an explosion is heard, coming directly from the direction of the Dark Hollow, catching Ignis and Ray's attention. No! The children! Ignis and Ray's then exit Artisan Castle and fly up high, only to witness the Nork armies almost reaching the Dark Hollow, an army of dragons being brought down one by one. Suddenly, Ignis's powers allow her to telepathically hear the cries of her newborn baby. Ray's then flies up to Ignis, placing her hand on her shoulder. I feel it as well. We must get to the nesting ground. Ignis and Ray's then zoom toward the direction of the Dark Hollow. We interrupt this broadcast to give you awesome merch! Support JT Anime and Nerd by purchasing from his merch store on Etsy, like this Why So Serious Joker hat, or this I Always Come Back Springtrap hat. You can even support the creator himself by purchasing the Bring You All That Nerdy Goodness shirt. Multiple variants coming soon. Supplies may be limited, but new merch is added regularly. You can visit the shop by clicking the link below in the description and pinned comment section. And if you make a purchase, let us know in the comments below and we'll be sure to give you a shout out with every purchase at the end of each video. Enjoy JT Anime and Nerd, bringing you all that nerdy goodness. And be sure to Hulk smash that subscribe button if you wish to see more of JT Anime and Nerd's videos. Thanks for watching! A moment later, Ignis and Ray's make it to the Dark Hollow, only to see a battleground before them. As Ignis looks down, she sees what appears to be a sort of shining purple light, but only for an instant, as it blinks out after a second. Just then, Ignis's head begins to slightly hurt, her perceptions of reality distorting. Ignis then has a flashback of her childhood after being named the Inheritor, sitting alone at a cliffside and in the meadows of the Dragon Realm, while all the other younglings play. Suddenly, a young green dragon begins approaching her. You look down. What's up? What's it to you, T? Well, I don't exactly like seeing my friends all sad. When are you gonna get it, T? We aren't friends. What are you talking about? Of course we are. We've all been training together for over a year. Remember when what's it gonna take to get it through your head? We're not friends. I can't have friends. Young Ignis looks up at T in slight anger. Friendship is a distraction. The inheritor can't afford to have any distractions. Young Ignis then walks away, the young green dragon looking on at Ignis in sorrow. No matter how much she wants to be distracted. Ignis! Back in reality, Ignis snaps out of it. Ignis! Down there! Ignis and Raze look down to see the nesting ground at the edge of the dark hollow. Just then, Ignis begins to hear crying, but not in the usual sense. It was as if she could hear the crying telepathically. Ignis then zoomed down toward the nesting ground, much to Raze's confusion. Ignis! Ignis then looks down as she sees a baby pink dragon crying as a giant flaming boulder is headed toward the nesting ground. Raze then looks on. No! In swift action, Ignis engulfed herself in pink flames, followed by charging at the boulder with a comet dash. In a flash, the boulder was destroyed by Ignis, pushing her back into the nesting ground and landing in front of the baby pink dragon. As the pink dragon looks on, she stops crying and curiously walks up to the downed Ignis, only to then recognize her upon sniffing her. The baby pink dragon then tries to push Ignis up in an attempt to help her. Just then, Raze arrived to aid Ignis, with the little baby pink dragon crying for her to help Ignis. Worry not, little one. She's stronger than she looks. Raze then uses the magic of her spirit gems to heal Ignis, allowing her to finally awaken from unconsciousness. The baby pink dragon then nudges onto Ignis, showing unconditional love toward her mother. As Ignis looks down at the baby, she begins to have a flashback of herself in the meadows of the Dragon Realm, her egg at her side while Ignis takes in the feeling of the sun on her face. From his point of view, an unknown dragon approaches Ignis, assumed to be her mate. You seem happy. Is there any reason I shouldn't be, T? Not at all, my love. Continuing from his point of view, T sits next to Ignis, enjoying the scenery alongside her. Any movement today? Yes, actually. I felt it shake. We're to have a feisty one indeed. I take it you know about the Exodus? Yes. I don't trust its source, but that matters little now. If the siege on the munitions forge fails, we need to think of the sake of our child. You realize once you go, you won't be able to hide it anymore. I'm through hiding, my love. Our time is nearly done, and soon it will be the next generation's turn to carry the torch. But for the sake of our child, for the sake of them all, we cannot allow them to inherit our closed minds. Let dragonkind condemn me for mating with a green dragon. I'll never regret it. It would be too late now anyway. As a mother, my only purpose shall be to our child, and our child alone. Back in reality, Ignis looks upon her baby with tears of joy. She then hugs her baby, not wanting to let her go. Raze also sheds tears of joy, happy to have met her granddaughter for the first time. Just then, an explosion is heard, leading Ignis to look toward the direction of the battlefield. Ignis then looks around, noticing unhatched eggs that need to be protected, one of which in particular being that of a crimson egg, only one in the nesting ground. With a solemn expression, Ignis grabs her baby by the neck and gives her to Raze. Ignis, I need their general. Now hang on. This little one has just met her mother, and now you seek to risk the little one losing her? Ignis, this war has done nothing but consume lives. Let's just leave. We can gather the little ones and leave with those who do not wish to fight any longer. Why must we continue to suffer for a fallen elder's mistake? Because This era is no longer ours, Mother. It's our duty as the previous generation. Nay, it's my duty as a mother to ensure a brighter future for my daughter. It's what her father would have wanted as well. Ignis. Ignis then gently blows out a small gust of spirit flame, manipulating it to take off her pendant and place it around the baby's neck. As long as you wear this family necklace, I and our ancestors will always be with you. May you grow proud, beautiful, and strong. And when the day arrives when you come of age, I pray that you find someone who is as accepting of who you are as your father was in me, even if he can be a moron at times. Spread far, my little Ember. Ignis kisses Ember on her forehead, granting unto her a bit of her spirit flame upon the kiss's contact. Its perfect purpose, however, is unknown. Ignis and Reyes then take a moment to look at each other in the eye before hugging one last time. Just know that I have always loved you, and always will love you. You've done what we inheritors could only dream of. You took your life into your own hands, and for that I could not be more proud to be your mother. And I swear on my life, I will ensure your daughter, my granddaughter, will always remember the brave mother she had. As Ignis sheds more tears, she takes her leave while Ember and Reyes look on to witness her flying away. Just then, Ember begins to move her lips as she continues watching as her mother takes her leave.
Mama!
Ignis's eyes widen as she would hear the words of her child telepathically. A flashback to when Ignis and her mate were in the meadows of the Dragon Realm alongside their egg is shown. As a mother, my only purpose shall be to our child, and our child alone. For it shall be the ember of love that the world so desperately needs in these times of despair. Back in reality, more tears would shed as she continues to fly on through what appears to be now a field of flames. For as much anguish as she felt, all she could do was cry in her mind, but could also release that anguish in battle. Ignis then charged ahead, all to fight for a brighter future for her daughter. Years later in the Artisan Kingdom, Ember is setting down flowers in front of the Dragonhead portal, which still serves as a monument. Spyro, Flame, Sparks, and even Drobot stand behind her in support, ready to always be there by their friend's side. Ember begins to shed slight tears as she looks on at the monument and thinks about her next words.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to check out our merch store, buy me a coffee page, and Amazon affiliate link linked in the description and pinned comment below, so you can help us expand the channel and give you guys higher quality content. Also, if you want to check out our original content, be sure to check out the playlists linked in the description below. With all that said and done, I'm JT Anime, and I'll check you guys later.